I did it. 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 So we're through with Cloud. And apparently, as long as you walk into Wall Market, there we go. We did it. Now it's just like, do it again, right? Black Wing, think about 100 bits. Now it's just like, can we do it again? Yeah, so it looks like, I forget who it was that said it. Fred. Fred was right, no materia. And Aeris is level 1 because she was never renamed. And her name is Aerith because she was never renamed. That's such a cool thing. It's really neat how her default name hidden in the code is Aerith. But then when it goes to rename her, it changes it to Aeris. But that's really neat how her name is now Aerith. And there you go. I don't know when you'll get the materia option back. I kind of wonder if maybe you'd get it when you get the PHS. But, I'm not sure. We'd have to keep going and see. And tap left. Pull out right there. Holy cow. Wow. Think of it, 848. No freaking way. I just got that twice in like, that did not take me very long at all. What if there's a way to trigger the section after Cloud and Aeris? Because Barret and Tifa are in my party. If I could find something that hits the progression timer looking for Barret and Tifa, the game might actually kick it forward to after the explosion. But I don't know what that would be. Because it's gonna want to use Aeris if you go to Wall Market. But maybe Aeris' house, it'll get confused because it doesn't see Aeris, and it'll start the cutscene where, oh, that's different. This is thinking that we haven't seen Aeris yet. So actually, Aeris might just like appear if we walk in Aeris' house. Because it's thinking we are... Let me save here. It's thinking that we are... We just got Aeris and we're walking to her house is where it thinks we are right now. Oh, this is creepy. The house is empty. It's looking for Aeris, but it can't find her. I was hoping Marlene might be here and we could like trigger the scene with Marlene, but she's not. So... Is there a scene that exists here that doesn't exist with Aeris? The sick guy exists with Aeris. These guys don't do anything in particular regardless of who you're you have in the party. The church might just break the game really bad. There's a chance that that might happen. I wonder if the kid probably won't give me a turbo leather. Yeah, see, he's still asleep. So the game still thinks we have Aeris. We need to move the progression timer forward somehow so that it thinks that we have Barret and Tifa instead. But there's no real events around here other than going to Wall Market, and it's going to trigger the scene with Aeris. See what happens if we go to the church. I feel like it'll probably either break the game or start the scene with Aeris. It started the Turks scene. This is kind of what I figured would happen. So now we should just be stuck here. Although we're gonna have Barret and Tifa in our party, potentially. The game, actually I think the game adds Aeris to your party here. So it might actually just have Aeris in there. Oh! Oh, this is weird. We're in the scene where he falls. So, do you know what just happened here? You know how there's the scene where Reno walks through the flowers? It tried to trigger that scene, but it loaded the map. The map where Reno walks through the flowers is the same map where Cloud falls into the flowers, and that scene hadn't happened yet, so now it's playing that scene. He's in the wrong position. Wait a second. He's he hit the that must have hurt, man. I was not expecting that. That was pretty funny. Oh, that was great. So now... Oh no, we're stuck now. The game doesn't want us to go here. There's a wall right here, so that when you're talking to Aeris, you can't run away. And we're stuck behind that wall. So now we're stuck. Man, I wanted to see what happened if I talked to Aeris here and the Turks walked in. Would it have played that again or what? Alright, well that was incredibly interesting. But it looks like the church is a no-go. If there was some way to skip and get this to be the broken down playground instead, you would skip all of Wall Market, apps, the sector collapsing, all of the second Mako raid, Airbuster. I mean that whole set. I mean that would delete like an hour out of Midgar almost, like 40-45 minutes out of Midgar. This should start the Aeris scene, I would think. Yeah. So now we're gonna have Aeris, and it's just gonna be Wall Market, which still skips a ton, but not as much as maybe possible. Let's do it one more time, and I'll actually explain it. You know, I'll explain it for like anyone watching this. Would be this one. Alrighty, so this is a new glitch that was found by Suna Mods, I think. I think you were the first one to bring it up, and thrown around the community a bunch, and a bunch of people have come up with some strats to try to make it consistent. The one that I am using is SirZheal's, SirZheal, so thank you so much for this incredible strat. I don't know how you came up with this, but it's amazing. What it is we're skipping from, this is the section of the game where we just went to the bar and blah blah blah. You can do this before the bar though, which would be better for speedrunning's sake, so let's actually load up a save before the bar. So this would be right off the train, right after doing the opening mission. So we literally just got off the train. And what we're going to do is we're going to skip these guards down here and skip all the way to Wall Market. So this skips all of the second raid, skips Airbuster, skips the scene where you fall into the church and talk to Aeris, skips the Turks scene, and skips the first Aeris' house scene. This is right as you're walking into Walmart with Aeris. And the setup goes as follows. You will run into the screen from this screen here, holding X down and right, which will put you here. Then you let go of X, which puts you here. Then you hold down X again, which puts you here. Then, still holding down X down and right, you're going to hold L1 until Cloud gets around this corner and then let go. So hold down L1, let go, which lands you here. Then you are going to let go of right, then let go of X, and then let go of down. So that puts you here. Then you're going to hold down, and let me make sure I get this right. I believe it's down first. No, it's right first. So hold down right until you hit the wall, and then hold down down until you hit this spot. And then you're going to do that 12 more times, so 13 times total. So this would be 2, this would be 3, this would be 4, this would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That puts you here. Then you are going to hold down down, which won't move you at all. Then you're going to hold down R1 until you get pretty much to where Cloud is above the guard. And then you're going to hold down X. So holding down R1, holding down X. That puts you here. Then you are going to release X, which puts you here. Then you're going to let go of R1 and down to keep you in that same position. At this point, you're in the correct position to start the glitch. So at this point, you can't really screw up as long as you don't hold up, I believe. So you can like press left and right as much as you want now. You're in the right, I guess, Y coordinate, if you want to call it that. Now this is the part where you kind of have to use your own kind of visual cues. I just kind of wiggle it till I figure it out. But you want Cloud's arm to be mostly visible, kind of like right here where you can see kind of half of his arm, and the guard's cap is pretty much right at his bicep there. Then you're going to hold down X down and right, and if you do that right, you should walk a little bit to the right like this. Then you are going to, make sure I don't screw this up, I believe it's let go of X. Yeah, actually you can hold down, you can let go of X, you can let go of everything at that point because you're not going to move. Now you're going to hold down R1 and tap left. And this will put you in a position, hopefully to where Cloud's arm is just barely visible in front of the guard there. Then you're going to hold down X down and right. Looks like I didn't make it, so we're going to try again. Holding down R1 and left, X down and right. Holding down R1 and left, X down right. And I just kind of keep doing this until I get in the right position. I haven't found a perfect kind of like spot, but there it is. So once you get to that spot and you hold down X down and right, he will run past the guards. At this point, you can just let go of right and just kind of run to the left. And there you go. You are into Wall Market. Now here, we only have Cloud, and going down doesn't really prove too much useful. We've tried looking at a bunch of things and nothing, we other than finding a really funny soft lock in the Aeris' church, we didn't really find much else. But going to the right will activate the Wall Market scene, and then you will be in Wall Market with a level 1 Aeris, because she was never introduced into the party, which actually throws the speed run, at least the any percent PC run, into kind of a loop because you need Aeris to be a certain level for a strat later. But yeah, she's level 1, and funny enough, her name is Aerith, which is just really interesting because her name defaulted as Aeris, but apparently in the code, her name is originally Aerith, and then it changes it when it tells you to rename her. So if you do this glitch, you get the true Aerith, the true form of Aeris, and then you can do wall market as normal. So that's the skip. I think there might need to be a better way to, like a good visual cue to get it first try once you get down into that corner. And then also we need to figure out what to do with this level 1 Aeris because she is absolute trash. And she needs to be a much higher level. But like for any percent no slots on console, it wouldn't really matter what level Aeris is. So yeah, what a crazy skip. Thanks to SirZheal for finding the method, and thanks to Suna. I think Suna's the first one to find the actual look at the mesh and find out that he can squeeze through there. And hopefully we can use this to find even more crazy stuff. But yeah, there you go.